I'm delighted to say I'm joined by the 10-time world champion and the newest winner on the PDC Women's Series, Trina Gulliver. Thanks for the time again, Trina. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
Glad to hear it. And there's only one place to start, and that is with that title on Saturday in Wigan. I think you had around an hour or so before you then played the second event of the day. Have you had time now to let it sink in what you achieved?
No, not really. It's a bit strange, really, because I didn't. I've just been playing and I'm seeing how I fare, and taking it steady and coming back into the game. And it's to win one was something that I wouldn't say I couldn't do, because obviously I can, but it's something that I was just feeling my way a little bit, to see if I could get back into that environment, really. And it all went well.
Definitely did, and we'll come back to the weekend. But the last time we had you on our show was as part of our Darts Legend series back in the summer of 2020, back in a time when there was hardly any events on for the ladies. Do you remember the first time you got your darts back out the case and you were playing again?
Not so long back, really, to be fair. I quite enjoyed the break, to be honest. I was just in my own recovery sort of situation, so it was quite nice to have that break.
You mentioned your recovery. It was around this time last year we saw your brave interview opening up about your battle with alcoholism, and you said it was something that you'd wanted to talk about for a while. What persuaded you at that time to open up about it?
I just think it was the right time for me, for me to talk about it. I've had a lot of help and some counselling and, family support has been tremendous. And, my partner as well, Nicole, they've just been outstanding. And not only that, it's my friends and sponsors. They've just been, and strangers even, they've just been great and fully supported. But it's been a difficult journey, and it's an ongoing thing. But I'm doing okay.
Good to hear. And we saw from the interview the reaction from darts fans as well. A lot of people supporting you. What was that like for you to receive all those comments off the back of the interview as well?
Yeah, like I said, that's lovely, and it's so nice that people kind of like understand. If that's the correct word, and their support does mean a lot, because it's a scary time to decide to speak out about it. Whereas before it's something that you've tried to hide all the time. So speaking about it has helped me progress with it myself, and being open about it to others is, it gives them the idea that, it's kind of like, if they was to see me with a drink, I'd like them to tell me, so it's like another kind of support, backup kind of thing. So that's why I was honest about it. I want to do my best with this. I don't want to go back where I was. It was a scary place, and I felt so poorly, and I don't want to go back there. So I will do whatever I can to stay away from that.
Well, let's get on to this comeback that you've had the last 12 months. We've seen you back on the hockey, playing in the Women's Series. You played a few of the WDF events as well, the World Seniors as well. How challenging was it for you to come back, and how much did the support behind the scenes with your family and friends help you do that?
Incredibly. It's I wanted to go back into. I was in two minds whether to go back into that environment again. That would be obviously a big challenge, and that's why I've tiptoed myself around it a little bit and just dabbled, and to see if I can cope with that. And it seems I'm doing okay. So, but everybody else around me, the support of family and friends and fellow dart players as well, that that are kind of like looking out for me as well at the same time, making sure I'm okay. So, which is great. And and I've come back into playing in the seniors because I qualify now. And I've really enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed the PDC part of it as well, and the women's series as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying the darts at the moment, but it is very tiring.
Especially when you're making finals and winning titles. A lot of darts to throw, isn't there?
Yeah, it is indeed.
Well, before your comeback started, of course, it was announced that you'd signed a new deal with Winmore. How much did it mean to you to have them still behind you? Because I think they've been with you for quite a long time, dating back to your early years in the game.
Yeah, I've been with them for over 25 years now. Winmore, wow. They were, like you say, they've been very supportive, and yes, they've fully backed me, and yeah, that's been great. And knowing that people are there supporting me, because it can be. It's a bit embarrassing to admit sometimes, that you've got a problem, and when you think that you've been hiding it so much for so long, that for them to offer that support is fantastic.
Definitely. Well, let's touch on the women's series last year. We had 2 weekends. You made 2 quarterfinals, 3 semi-finals from those 12 events. How pleased were you with that return? Did you expect it to go that well straight away?
No, I didn't. No, not at all. I was, and I went there with no expectations. It's just like, just go and play, see if you can handle it, and just try and enjoy it, sort of thing. And so yeah, to come out with that, I'd surprised myself. So so it was all good. It was all positive.
You finished high up enough on that women's series order merit to earn a free entry for Q School this year. We saw you play one of the days. Was that always the plan, to try out for that one day?
Yes, it was. I thought I'd just give it a go and see how I fare again. It's just stepping stones basically, and happy to take the opportunity that PDC had given us. So.
And another big stepping stone was getting back on the big stage, and we saw you play the first World Seniors Championship, playing the man that would go on to win the whole thing, Robert Thornton. What was that experience like at the Circus Tavern?
Yeah, that was great. It was a bit scary, not being on the stage for so long. So a bit scary, but yeah, I enjoyed it as well, and glad I went out to the winner.
Was that the first time you've played the Circus Tavern, or have you played there before?
No, it's the first time I played Circus Tavern. I've been a spectator there for a few times, sort of thing, but that's the first time I played there. So yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it.
Well, a stage that you're more familiar to, we're going to see you back on it, is the Lakeside, the first World Seniors Masters coming up later this month. How much are you looking forward to getting back on that stage?
Yeah, it's a special place, isn't it? Lakeside, it's a special place for darts, and it'd be great to get back up there, and hopefully it'll be kind to me like it has been in the past.
Of course, we did see you make an appearance off the hockey at Lakeside last month for the WDF World Championship. What was it like being back at Lakeside, seeing that event return, the Women's World Championship again?
Yeah, again, all positive. Prize money's increased, the format's increased, and with it being 24 players. So yes, it's always nice to be back there. Like you say, everybody says it's the home of darts, and it's every darts player's wish to play on that stage. And to be back there, it gives you a bit of goosebumps again, sort of thing. So yeah, good place for me.
And I know you mentioned earlier you're taking this comeback steady, but have you got your eye on trying to qualify for that Women's World Championship again?
I'm hoping to. At the beginning of it, I wasn't thinking that, but now I've kind of I've done better than I thought. So it's kind of like a natural progression as to, we'll just see how it goes. If it does, it does. That'll be a bonus. But first and foremost, it's not to put too much pressure on myself to achieve that. So because that's not good for me.
Definitely. Well, let's get back to the weekend just gone, and the first event of the weekend. You open up with a 4-0 win, legs won in 18, 30, 36 and 15 darts. Fair to say a mixed bag to start the weekend, but when did you start to think something special might be on the cards?
Well, that first game, I thought you've got to step up. You've got to step up here, otherwise you're not going to get very far. So yes, it wasn't a pretty first game, but yeah, so I got better as the day went on, so that was good. But I was a bit scared at the beginning of the day. thinking that's not good enough.
Well, it definitely did get better, and I've got to mention that the last 16 game as well with Lorena Rietberg, and you took out a 120 in the first leg. She replies with a 156, breaks you to go 2-1 up. You then go 16, 16, 17. A win like that must have given you a lot of confidence going into the end of the day.
Yeah, it was. It was a fast and furious game as well, and she played really well, and luckily my game was there to back it up. But yeah, it was fast and furious. I enjoyed that game.
And then the final with Laura Turner, you had a 16 dart, a 14 darter in there. The last leg of the match, you kick off with 2 140s. The last dart, you move across the oche, find the double 16. What was that moment like when it finds the double 16 and you have won the title?
But to be honest, I couldn't see it at all, or barely. I could barely see it. And if you look at it, it went in. It sort of like came off the barrel and flipped into it, kind of thing. So it's a bit of a lucky dart, I think. But I'll take it. But yeah, it was great. I couldn't quite believe it, to be fair. I don't think at the time. I didn't realise what I'd achieved. I was just playing another game really, and plodding on. But yeah, it's starting to sink in a bit now. So yeah, it's great. I didn't know how to react really. It's just a bit strange. Strange because of winning lots of titles in the past, and I was just thinking, oh wow, I've done it.
Well, it is your first Women's Series title, but as you say, you've won countless titles over the year. And my co-host Bert and I, we were trying to work out the last title that you'd won at a similar level. I wanted to say that the Lincolnshire Open 2018, is that the last one, or has there been one since then before this weekend?
No, I think that's it. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that the 10 world titles, they still sit proudly at the top of your achievements in the game. But this title on Saturday, that must be right up there, especially given what you've had to overcome. Yeah, it is, and it's slightly sweeter, if you like, because nobody above me included, I'd never thought I'd be back winning a title of any kind, So to be back and win with such a great line of players as well, then yes, I'm chuffed to bits. Really, really happy. It's well deserved. And in the last month, we've seen two 18-year-olds make their mark in the ladies' game. Bo Greaves winning Lakeside, Katie Sheldon making a final on the Women's Series. Who else should we be keeping an eye out for in the ladies' game? Because it looks like the level is rising.
Well, I think there's quite a few, to be fair. I mean, Laura had a good weekend. Everything seemed to just go right for her this weekend. Other than taking one of the titles, which she was unfortunate not to. But she's had a really good weekend. So if her game continues to progress, then that's someone to look out for.
Lastly, before we let you go, the title puts you right in the mix for that Women's World Match Play. Still 4 events, one more weekend to come. I know you're not putting too much expectation on yourself, but are you starting to dream of playing at the Winter Gardens yet?
Not yet. Not yet. No, I'll do just one game at a time, and we'll see where we're at. It would be nice, but I'm not going to put any pressure on myself.
Fair enough. Well, fingers crossed for that. Congratulations again on the title of the weekend. We wish you all the best for the next weekend, and of course what else is to come in 2022.
Thank you very much.